Our position is very simple. We support free trade as long as it's fair and conducted on an equitable basis.
As Africa's largest economy and most populous country, President Muhammadu Buhari said Nigeria cannot afford to rush into such agreements without full and proper consultation with relevant stakeholders. He, however, stated unequivocally that trade is important to the country.
Africa, therefore, needs not only a trade policy, but also a continental manufacturing agenda. Our vision for intra-African trade is for the free movement of made-in-Africa goods. That is, goods and services made locally with dominant African content in terms of raw materials and value addition. If we allow unbridled imports to continue, it will dominate our trade. The implication of this is that coastal importing nations will prosper while landlocked nations will continue to suffer and depend on aid.
The president attributed the nation's fundamental challenges of security, economy and corruption to the inability of the country over the years to domesticate the production of the most basic requirements and create jobs for the vibrant, young and dynamic population.
The African Continental Free Trade Area we aspire to have should therefore not only create wealth for investors, but also jobs and prosperity for our vibrant and hard-working citizens. The benefits of economic growth must be prosperity for the masses. Henceforth, we shall ensure that our negotiated agreements create business opportunities for Africa's manufacturers, service providers, and innovators.
President Buhari assured the committee that the report will form part of the consideration in Nigeria's decision on the next steps regarding the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement as well as broader trade integration subjects. The chairman, Technical Work Group, Mr. Desmond Gobadia, said the committee, which reviewed over 200 submissions, found out that 85% of Africa's total trade come from countries outside the continent.
The AFCFTA, therefore, provides immense opportunities for Nigeria's manufacturing and service companies to expand to Africa. Today, many Nigerian companies have developed capacity in some of these sectors and have long desired to expand to Africa, but have been constrained by trade barriers which AFCFTA is expected to remove.
The report, however, identified potential rise in smuggling as well as abuse of rules of origin as some of the major risks and undesirable impacts of the Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, complicated by lack of capacity, resources and will on the part of some African countries to enforce their borders.
Our report shows that on the balance, Nigeria should consider joining the AFCFTA and using the opportunity of the ongoing AFCFTA Phase 1 negotiations to secure the necessary safeguards required to ensure that our domestic policies and programs are not compromised.
The committee suggested that in view of the potential impact of predatory trade on the nation's economy, Nigeria should consider the mobilization of ECOWAS and AU member countries to enforce the necessary safeguards. From the State House, Adamu Sambo, NTA News.